In one of your previous class, we have discussed that there are actually 3 steps for calculation of income from house property. Income from house property calculation এর জন্য 3টি স্টেপ রয়েছে। প্রথম স্টেপটা ছিল হচ্ছে calculation of gross annual value. We have already discussed about this. सेकेंड स्टेप क्या था? सेकेंड स्टेप था कैलकुलेशन ऑफ नेट एनुअल वैल्यू. दैट पॉइंट ऑल्सो वी डिस्कस्ड इन आवर लास्ट क्लासेस. एंड थर्ड पॉइंट है कैलकुलेशन ऑफ इनकम फ्रॉम हाउस प्रॉपर्टी. दैट मीन्स स्टेप 1 एंड स्टेप 2 वी ऑलरेडी नो. नाउ द लास्ट और थर्ड स्टेप, that is calculation of income from house property, we will do in our today's class. Now in your syllabus it includes 2 types of house. One is computation of income from house property, which is let out house. Computation of income from house property which is let out. For this you already know how to calculate net annual value. That steps we have already completed. So from net annual value there will be 2 types of deduction. This is called deduction under section 24. You have to remember these. What is deduction under section 24? Deduction under section 24. Now there is only 2 deductions. One is standard deduction. বাংলায় আমরা বলছি প্রমিত ছাড়. নেট অ্যানুয়াল ভ্যালু থেকে আমরা 24 ধারায় 2টো ছাড় পাই. প্রথম ছাড়টা হচ্ছে স্ট্যান্ডার্ড ডিডাকশন. হোয়াট ইজ দ্য অ্যামাউন্ট অফ স্ট্যান্ডার্ড ডিডাকশন? আই এম কামিং লেটার অন. অ্যান্ড দ্য সেকেন্ড ডিডাকশন ইজ ইন্টারেস্ট অন borrowed capital, or we can say interest on loan. Now this loan must be taken for the house. Suppose a person taken loan for education of his son, marriage of his daughter, that interest will not get deduction here. Interest get deduction for only for the capital which is taken for construction, repair or renewal of house. Okay, these 2 deductions are available to get deduction from net annual value. After getting this deduction, the residual figure যে বেঁচে থাকা অংশটা, this is the called income from house property. This calculation is only for the let out property, মানে যে বাড়িটা ভাড়া দেওয়া হয়েছে সে ভাড়াটা যে কোনো কাজে হতে পারে. It may be for residential purpose, it may be for business purpose, but the house is let out. Now there is another type of house, that is self-occupied property. Self-occupied means the owner of the house resides in his house throughout the year. You have to remember this, throughout the year. Other part is not in your syllabus. We will take that in case of self-occupied house property. We will take that house is self-occupied by the owner throughout the year. In this case annual value is nil. You don't have to calculate any annual value. Just you put annual value nil. Section is under section 23 subsection 2 clause A clause 1. You may write it, you may not write it. Okay, annual value of self-occupied house property throughout the year is nil. And for this self-occupied house property there is only one deduction, that is interest on borrowed capital. That means interest on loan. Again I am saying interest on loan means loan is taken for construction, purchase, repair, renewal or reconstruction of house. Only one deduction. There is no question of standard deduction, because standard deduction is 30% of annual value. Here annual value is nil, so there is no question of standard deduction. So don't write standard deduction in case of self-occupied property. standard deduction is only allowed for let out house. But in case of self-occupied property, there is no question of standard deduction. Only interest on borrowed capital will get deduction from the annual value. Obviously, अगर annual value nil है, nil मतलब zero है, अगर annual value is nil and if there is any interest on loan, then here the amount comes will be a negative figure. Okay, so actually this is a loss from house property. If it is a self-occupied property and there is an interest on borrowed capital, in that case their income is not arise. Here loss arise for property. We will write income from house property with that negative sign or with a bracket sign. So this is self-occupied property. Now if any question comes that what is the annual value of self-occupied house property, your answer will be nil or zero. বাংলায় আমরা বলবো শূন্য। নিজের বসবাসের জন্য যে বাড়ি তার যে অ্যানুয়াল ভ্যালু বা বার্ষিক মূল্য তার সেটা হচ্ছে শূন্য। এটা আমাদের মনে রাখতে হবে। Now, standard deduction. What is standard deduction? Standard deduction is actually if there is some expenditure for the property. So these expenditure owner have to pay many expenditure for a property. For this he will get a deduction, that is the standard deduction. Again I have written here that it is only allowed for let out house, not for self-occupied house, because in case of self-occupied house annual value is nil and the amount of standard deduction is 30% of annual value or net annual value. Now in case of let out house there is a annual value, okay, and from there we can calculate 30% as a standard deduction. But in case of self-occupied property there is no standard deduction because annual value is 0, 30% of 0 is also 0. Here is an example for you. Net annual value rupees 74,640. Therefore, standard deduction, what will be the standard deduction? 30% of this net annual value 74,640. Calculate, it will come rupees 22,392 and this is the amount of standard deduction. We have already discussed about standard deduction. There are another deduction, that is interest on loan. Now there are some consideration for interest on loan. So before getting interest deduction for interest on loan, you have to remember some point that at what time interest on loan should be deducted from the net annual value. First point is interest on loan for the previous year is allowed as deduction from net annual value. That means for which previous year you are computing income from house property, in that year the amount due for interest is deductible from annual value. No other previous year's interest is allowed deductions for your relevant previous year. Second point is interest on loan paid or due, both are deductible. If interest on loan paid, that is deductible. If interest on loan is due, that also be deductible. মানে এমন নয় যে ইন্টারেস্ট অন লোন প্রদত্ত হতেই হবে, প্রদত্ত হলেও তার ছাড় পাওয়া যাবে, যদি প্রদেয় হয় মানে দেওয়া হয়নি সেটাও কিন্তু ছাড় পাওয়া যাবে। থার্ড পয়েন্ট ইজ লোন মাস্ট বি টেকেন। I have already said this. For what purpose loan is taken? For getting deduction, loan purpose of loan should be construction of house, বাড়িটা তৈরি করার জন্য, acquisition of house, বাড়ি কেনার জন্য, repair or renewal or reconstruction of the property, মানে বাড়িটা যদি কোনো সাধারণ মেরামত করতে হয় তার জন্যও যদি লোন নেওয়া হয় সেটার জন্যও কিন্তু ছাড় পাওয়া যাবে। That means purpose of loan should be reconstruction, acquisition or purchase, repair, renewal or reconstruction of the house. Now, if a person takes loan for his daughter's marriage, that interest for that loan is not deductible. If a person takes loan for purchase of his car, interest for that loan is not deductible. Okay, only the purpose should be loan taken for construction, acquisition, repair, renewal and reconstruction of that house, no other house. Suppose one person has two houses, house 1 situated at Kolkata and house 2 situated at Mumbai. Now the interest on loan for the house purchased on Mumbai is not deductible in Kolkata's house. It will only deductible from Mumbai house. Okay. Next point, number 4. Any brokerage, commission, etc. paid to raising loan is not allowed as deduction. Loan लेने के लिए अगर कोई ब्रोकरेज ये कमीशन दिया जाता है, मतलब some expenses, incidental expenses for loan is not allowed as deduction. Okay. Next point, interest on fresh loan taken to repayment the original loan is allowed as deduction. Suppose a person has taken loan from a bank, SBI. Suppose he takes loan from SBI for the construction of the house. Now she is taking another loan from IDBI bank for the repayment of the previous loan. For the purpose of the previous loan is construction of house, and the purpose of second loan is to repayment of first loan which was taken for construction of house. Interest of this second loan is also deductible, because suppose in SBI rate of interest is high and in IDBI rate of interest is low. So one person क्या कर रहे हैं, वो प्रीवियस लोन को IDBI लोन से, IDBI बैंक से लोन लेके प्रीवियस लोन को रिपे कर रहे हैं और IDBI से नया लोन ले रहे हैं क्योंकि उसका इंटरेस्ट रेट कम है। तो ये है ओरिजिनल लोन को रिपे करने के लिए दूसरा लोन, सो दिस इज डिडक्टेबल। बट इंटरेस्ट ऑन फ्रेश लोन टेकन टू रिपे द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ ओरिजिनल लोन इज नॉट अलाउड एज डिडक्शन। मतलब क्या है, सपोज अ पर्सन टेक्स लोन फ्रॉम SBI for the repayment of loan there are two parts, one is principal part, another is interest part। যে লোনটা নেওয়া হচ্ছে রিপে করার সময় তার দুটো অংশ, একটা হচ্ছে সুদের অংশ, অন্যটা আসলের অংশ। নাও দ্য পারসন পেজ দ্য প্রিন্সিপাল পার্ট but interest part he doesn't pay, so these due for this due interest now he is taking another loan from another bank. Now what is the purpose of his second loan? His purpose of second loan is due interest of first loan, not the house. Purpose is due interest of the first loan. So this second loan is not deductible from income from house property. Number 7, in case of let out house, there is no maximum limit of deduction for interest on loan. No maximum limit. How much interest is due or payable, that will get deduction for the let out house. But in case of self-occupied house, there are some limits for getting deduction from annual value. There are some limit of interest on loan. What are those limits? Suppose if the loan is taken after 1/4/1999, লোনটা কবে নেওয়া হয়েছে? 1/4/99 সালের পরে। What is the purpose? For construction and acquisition of house. বাড়িটা তৈরি করার জন্য অথবা কেনার জন্য লোনটা নেওয়া হয়েছে। কবে নেওয়া হয়েছে? 1/4/99 এর পরে। In that case, maximum limit of deduction is rupees 2 lakhs. Okay. Now, if the loan is taken before 1/4/99, suppose the loan was taken before 1/4/99, 1st April 99 से पहले लोन लिया गया है for any purpose of house, that means for construction, for acquisition, for repair, for renewal, for reconstruction, for any purpose of house, if the loan is taken, in that case maximum amount of getting deduction is rupees 30,000. And after 1/4/99, if the loan is taken for repair and renewal or reconstruction of the house, not a new house, not they are purchasing or constructing a new house, the existing house is repairing by the owner or some renewal work is done by the owner by taking the loan. In that case also the maximum amount of deduction is rupees 30,000. Okay, this is the this point you have to remember for your MCQ purpose, for your SAQ purpose, for the main 10 mark sums purpose, and of course for a 4 marks theory, because this part interest on loan is very much important for your theoretical question is also. So you have to remember these points. Now we will discuss some example about this interest on loan. Our first example is suppose net annual value of a let out property is rupees 6,25,000. Now the property is let out. First of all, the property is let out property. You have to remember, for let out property there is no maximum amount of deduction, number 1 point for loan. And second point is, for let out property you have to calculate standard deduction also. And net annual value is rupees 6,25,000. Interest on loan for construction of house is rupees 2,25,000. What is the deduction? Interest on loan. For what purpose loan is taken? Loan is taken for constructional purpose. Okay. Compute income from house property. So how you compute this? For the purpose, this is a small sum. First, there is a 2 amount column. Net annual value is 6,25,000 because the house is let out property, less deductions under section 24. The deduction is under section 24. First deduction, section 24A. Sorry, 1 minute. First deduction is standard deduction, and standard deduction is at the rate of 30%, of annual value, net annual value. So 30% of 6,25,000, it will come 1,87,500. Okay, and for interest on loan amount is 2,25,000. This is a let out house, so there is no maximum limit of deduction. So total amount paid or payable is allowed as deduction. So these two are the deductions So we are adding these two because these two should be reduced from this net annual value. Now we are adding these two and taking the total of these two reduction in the outer column, and from the net annual value the total deduction is deducted and the residual amount, that is the 2,12,500, is the income from house property of that person. Okay, this is the first sum. Now come to the second sum. What is the sum? Compute income from house property of a self-occupied house. Here the house is self-occupied. You have to remember the house property annual value of self-occupied house is nil. Interest on loan of which is rupees 2,50,000. What is the amount of interest on loan here? It is 2,50,000 and loan is taken on 1/7/2005. That means loan is taken before loan is taken after 1/4/1999. This is important. Okay, now we will compute the income from house property for this sum. This is a self-occupied house property. So annual value under section 23 subsection 2 clause A clause 1. Now annual value of self-occupied house, we can say this is the 23 subsection 2, but there are different types of self-occupied property that is not included in your syllabus. So the subsection or clause are there. Okay, 23 subsection 2 clause A clause 1, you may write it or you may not write it. Okay, annual value of self-occupied house property is nil. We know that. We will write this: annual value of self-occupied house property is nil, and less interest on loan under section 24B. Now here no question of standard deduction. Okay, because standard deduction is always the 30% of annual value. Now annual value is nil, so 30% of annual value, that is 30% of nil, is 0. So it is not required to write standard deduction here. Interest on loan, actual amount paid is 2,25,000. And what is the maximum limit? The loan is taken after 1/4/99, and purpose of the loan is construction. It is given in the question. So maximum limit is, according to our chart, maximum limit is 2 lakhs. So what will be the amount of deduction? This maximum limit, because for the deduction it cannot exceed the maximum limit. So maximum limit is 2 lakh. So from nil we are deducting 2 lakhs. The amount will be negative amount. 0 থেকে যদি আমরা algebraic নিয়মে আমরা কি জানি, according to algebra we know that 0 minus 2 lakhs is equal to minus 2 lakhs. Okay, so it is 0, and from 0 we are deducting 2 lakhs. So the income from house property is negative 2 lakhs. Now we can write negative figure within a bracket. When we are giving this bracket, that means this is a negative amount. For any sums, accounts or costing or tax, when we give these bracket figure, that means it is a negative figure. We will do another sum today. All are the small sums. Mr. Ranjan Roy has 2 property situated at Kolkata. Both the properties are situated at Kolkata. Compute income from house property of him. Now here is a chart, that is house 1 and house 2. Both are situated at Kolkata. Now house used for, first house is used for let out. That means it is let out for tenants residence or tenants business. House 2 is self-occupied by Mr. Roy. Net annual value is for house 1 is rupees 8 lakh. For house 2 nothing is given, because we know the house, for the house 2 annual value is nil, because it is a self-occupied house property. And interest on loan for house 1 rupees 1,75,000. Within bracket it is written that for construction of the house, and for the house 2 it is rupees 35,000. Here it is written, it is for rupees 30 for repair. This interest on loan, the loan is taken for the repair of the house. Okay. Now we will compute the income from house property. Here there is two house. In case of two house, you have to draw 3 amount column. In case of one house, you have to draw 2 amount column. In case of two house, more than one house, you have to draw 3 amount column. More than one house. If in your syllabus there is ये बात है कि दो ही सम्स तुम लोगों का आएगा, दो ही हाउस का, लेकिन मोर देन वन हाउस होने से हम लोगों को 3 कलम करना है. ओके. सो 3 हाउस का टू हाउस के लिए 3 कलम हम लोग कर चुके हैं. फर्स्ट हम लोग करते हैं हाउस 1. यू हैव टू राइट लाइक दिस, हाउस 1 विद इन ब्रैकेट what is the purpose of house 1. The house 1 is let out, so you have to write this also. Underline. Next, net annual value. Here it is given, net annual value of the house 1 is rupees 8 lakhs. It will comes in the middle column. Okay. Last column is only for the net income from house property of a house. Okay. So you will write this net annual value in the second column. From here, the person, that is SSC, he will get 2 deductions. So less deduction under section 24. A standard deduction at the rate of 30%. So annual value is 8 lakhs. 30% of 8 lakhs is 2,40,000. And interest on loan is rupees 1,75,000. Again I am saying that interest, there is no maximum limit of interest on loan for the let out house. So entire amount will get deduction. So 2 deductions are available here. We are adding these 2 deductions and it comes on the second column. This is 4,15,000. By adding 2,40,000 and 1,75,000, the total amount will be 4,15,000. So the net income from the first house is 3,85,000. From the net annual value, we are deducting this total deduction and it comes 3,85,000. That is the income from the first house. Now house 2. House 2 is self-occupied. Annual value of the self-occupied house, we know that is nil. It will also come on the second column. Less, here only one deduction is available, that is interest on loan, and this loan is taken for repairing purpose. Okay. So actual amount paid for the loan is rupees 35,000 and maximum limit for the repairing of self-occupied house is 30,000 given in our chart. So maximum amount of deduction will not exceed the maximum amount, so maximum limit will get deduction here. He has paid 35,000 but he will get deduction for 30,000. Now from 0 he is getting deduction of rupees 30,000. So his income from house property is negative 30,000 for the second house. Now for the first house, he has income of rupees 3,85,000 and for the second house he has a negative income of rupees 30,000. So total income from house property, again it is a algebraic rule, you know that, plus minus. Here it will be minus. What we will do? Minus. Suppose here it is plus 10 and minus 7. What will we do? Plus and minus, it will be negative. So 10 minus 7, it will 3, and the higher amount 10, the sign of higher amount is plus, so it will be plus. Okay. So here this is the positive amount and this is the negative amount. So positive and negative it will deduct and it will come 3,55,000. So income ज़्यादा है, loss कम है, तो इनमें से इनकम ही होगा 3,55,000. This is the income from house property. So we are doing here the total. Actually our chapter is over. The syllabus for income from house property is over here. but we will choose some sums, total sums, 10 mark sums in our next 2 or 3 classes. Okay, thank you for today.